Hook, if you want to become wealthy, you must forget everything you know about money. The greatest fortunes aren't built on large investments, but on a psychological law called the compounding rule. This rule doesn't just apply to interest in a bank. It applies to your focus, your knowledge, and your daily actions. Today, we reveal the 4 laws of compounding that transform marginal daily efforts into massive, exponential success. Law number 4 is the secret reason why 90% of people quit right before they achieve the breakthrough. Law 1. The 1% rule of attention. The primary currency of success is not time or money, it is attention. Most people try to achieve massive improvements, but success is built on a 1% daily gain. What does a 1% gain look like? It means 1% better focus today than yesterday. It means reading one more paragraph, or eliminating one small, recurring distraction like a single app notification. The magic is in the math. 1% improvement every day for a year leads to a 37-fold increase in performance. A small, intentional shift in your daily routine is the single biggest investment you can make. Law 2. The network effect of skills. The most valuable individuals are rarely masters of one singular skill. Instead, they are proficient in 2 or 3 slightly above average skills that rarely intersect. When you combine 2 average skills, for example, above average coding and above average communication, the combination is rare and exponentially more valuable than being an elite coder alone. This is compounding applied to your career capital. Each new, relevant skill you add doesn't just increase your value linearly. It multiplies the value of all your existing skills. The successful architect doesn't just master construction. They master sales, finance, and people management. The exponential value is in the combination. They understand that a high-value skill set is a small investment that pays compound returns for life. Law 3. The compounding of mistakes. Compounding works both ways. When you ignore a small, bad habit, its negative impact doesn't stay small. It compounds. An ignored minor debt compounds into overwhelming financial pressure. An ignored small conflict with a partner compounds into a relationship breakdown. An ignored 15 minutes of distraction daily compounds into weeks of lost productivity over a year. Successful individuals rigorously audit their lives not just for growth opportunities, but for negative compounding traps. They understand that eliminating a single recurring distraction is often a higher leverage activity than chasing a new opportunity. Negative compounding is insidious because the impact is too small to notice daily, but too large to ignore when it finally breaks the system. Law 4. The time horizon and the tipping point. This is the secret why most people quit. Compounding is nonlinear. For the first 2 years of consistent effort, whether it's saving money, learning a language, or building a business, progress seems negligible. The effort seems wasted. There is a deep psychological gap between effort and result. This phase, known as the plateau of latent potential, is where 90% of people give up. They mistake lack of visible results for lack of progress. The successful understand that the largest gains, the true exponential explosion, occurs only after the tipping point, where the accumulated small efforts suddenly multiply. They commit to the boring, incremental process, knowing that the greatest rewards are reserved for those who survive the plateau and reach the exponential curve. The architect's discipline. To truly leverage compounding, you must shift your identity. Stop seeing yourself as someone who wants to be successful, and start seeing yourself as someone who is already disciplined. An architect doesn't hope to design a strong foundation. They are a foundation designer. Your small decisions reinforce this identity. Instead of saying, "I want to read more," you say, "I am a reader." Instead of saying, "I want to save money," you say, "I am a saver." Every tiny action, reading 1 page, saving $1, focusing for 1 extra minute, is a vote for the person you are becoming. The compounding rule is not about the result. It's about the relentless repetition of your chosen identity. Conclusion: the secret to exponential wealth and success is hidden in the moments you ignore. It's in the single minute you waste, or the single minute you invest. To start applying this rule today, choose one small habit, 1 page of reading, 5 minutes of focused work, and commit to the daily repetition for 30 days. Don't worry about the results for the next 30 days. Just commit to the process. If you found this deep dive valuable, share this knowledge with one person who needs to survive the plateau. Subscribe to Mindset Architect for more strategies that turn small efforts into massive results. Thank yourself for watching.